Thank you for coming to Compass Starlight. This is going to be a midweek check-in. And as usual, I have here my Mantegna Tarot, my deck of oracle cards. So I just wanted to say that if you feel so inclined, if you've been watching my videos, if you're a regular subscriber, you know that I am transient. And if you felt inclined, I do have an Instagram for this associated with Compass Starlight. It is compass.starlight on Instagram. This is the Starseed Oracle. So from the Mantegna deck, we got Misery, card number 1. Erato, card number 14, and Mars, card number 45. Let's see what we can get from the Starseed Oracle as guidance for this midweek check-in. See what kind of energies, if any, are shifting. We are in a phase of waxing moon. What kind of oracle card for today? They are very sticky. Alright, we have 3. We have Lifting the Veil, Star Bathing, and the Golden Children. And then finally here I have the Neon Rider Tarot. All right, so first off, we have the Nine of Wands, rather. We have Justice. We have the Ace of Swords. The Six of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles. Do we get one more? The truth will set you free. Examining the truth will get you free. Oh, we have a couple cards here. Death and the Seven of Wands. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the Tower. Interesting. Okay. So what we have for the Tarot, we have the Nine of Wands, we have Justice, the Ace of Swords, the Six of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, the Death card, and the Seven of Wands. So for the Mantegna Tarot, to start out, we have card number 1, which is Misery. It is the archetype for dignity. Remain dignified even in adversity. Oh, that reminds me of being on those calls with customer service, customer assistance, and trying to keep your cool while you get frustrated in the process of sorting out issues and conflicts. This would apply to things associated with a vehicle, auto insurance, payment, billing questions, billing payment issues, checking account, banking issues. What else? Possibly the sale or purchase of home, or even rental of an apartment, any major purchase. This is reconciling accounts, right? All of those situations, fraud, any of those things are the types of things that we could run into issues with discrepancies and the need to contact customer support in order to resolve issues. So Misery's card, Dignity, says remain dignified even in adversity. I'm sure most of you have experienced being on the phone and feeling that frustration, the time it takes and the impatience in order to resolve issues. Now, we could also find that in the actual 3D one-to-one relationships we have, encountering people. Again, if you're in a car accident, any place where or situation where you might be coming up against some kind of conflict, a difference of opinion, and you're being asked to keep your cool. Keep your cool. That is pretty much the message of the card Misery. In this card, it is an individual who is basically nude and without much of anything. He's vulnerable. He's limited to his resources and possessions, but he can have the resource of keeping his dignity. Right? That's a characteristic we can embrace regardless of the number of possessions we have. This is nothing to do with entitlement. This is one of the key characteristics, one of the key values that we can hold regardless of our situation or lot in life. The next card is Erato, which is the archetype for integrity. Blend with the choir while remaining solo. Another card about, integrity and dignity are very similar concepts. Blend with the choir while remaining solo. This is to go with the flow as much as possible, but to maintain your own perspective, your own point of view, your own trajectory, your own path. And Mars, vitality, maintain enthusiasm and aggressiveness, although I like to read this card more as maintain enthusiasm and assertiveness. This means speaking up for yourself, standing up for yourself, even in that adversity. Have dignity while doing so. Have integrity while standing up for yourself. Don't lose your cool, but do be assertive and stand up for your rights, stand up for your personal space, stand up for your boundaries, stand up for, I did mention the concept of entitlement, but the Mars card is to stand up for that which you are entitled. This is to say, for example, again, I'm going to liken it back to the example of auto, right? An auto policy. If you have paid for, or even pet insurance, some people get pet insurance. So let's say that you've paid for your pet insurance, your own health insurance, your own auto policy, and there's an issue that requires the use of that protection, that insurance. You are entitled, right, to that protection because you have paid. So it is a sense of balance in that regard. Sense of balance. There is something, you've made an investment and you are owed, but you are being asked to have integrity and dignity as you balance your way through this point in time, through whatever conflict this may be showing itself in your life at this time. I do find it interesting here. We have, in the card Erato, we have the full moon and the new moon. This is a spot possibly between the two. In the new moon, we think of the things that we would like to have. In the full moon, we assess that which we do have. Next, we have these oracle cards, Lifting the Veil, Star Bathing, and the Golden Children. So those I can read from the book. Lifting the Veil is the first one. Lifting the veil, questioning everything. Anything unaligned must go. Things aren't always as they seem. This era is one of uncovering mistruths so we can remember ancient truths. Oh, I feel that's very pertinent. I was going to pause in the first place because things aren't always questioning everything. Anything unaligned must go. Death, the end to something. If it is not aligned with you, it must go. Uncovering mistruths so we can remember ancient truths. This is the justice and the truth. Now this is like a self-imprisonment. This Nine of Wands is like a self-imprisonment. Something blocking you. This is not facing the truth. In order to have justice, you must face the truth. You must bring that truth forward. Things aren't always as they seem. This era is one of uncovering mistruths so we can remember ancient truths. Everything is in a state of recall and realignment. Anything that isn't in harmony with the planet will not survive. This goes for society and the world at large as well as in our own lives. If you pull this card, you're being called to energetically scan your life for things that may no longer be a vibrational match to who you are and how you've grown. To dismantle the systems, that's the Tower. To dismantle the systems and ways of being that once served you and others but no longer do. Some starseeds are here to lift the veil between the seen and unseen worlds, to shine a light on things that are inauthentic or unaligned with the survival and well-being of Earth. To stand for and protect those who don't have a voice, to look deeper and question everything that previous generations did not. Some starseeds cannot tolerate things that aren't congruent. They're here to bring society and humanity back into harmony with the planet and Creator at large. If we tolerate things in our lives that aren't aligned and congruent with it, we add to the misalignment of the planet. You're being called to trust yourself and notice what's out of alignment, then take baby steps required to bring it back into harmony. This is no easy feat, but it's so worthwhile, both individually and for the planet. What isn't congruent in your life? How are you being called to bring it back into harmony? The Six of Cups here can have many meanings. It's that longing and nostalgia for childhood, youth, innocence, but it is also a harmonious energy. It could be, sometimes it's referred to as somebody coming back from the past, right? A childhood, a long lost friend. But I see it as a balance and harmony in this particular reading, at least. This is emotional balance being restored. But that is harmony, the way I'm seeing it in this reading. Oh, I'm forgetting. Okay, the next card is Star Bathing. Star Bathing says light body crystal grid transmission activation. The stars are constantly showering emanations onto the crystalline grid of Earth. When things are in balance, the planet also sends information back to the stars. Many starseeds have come to Earth at this time to help shift the planet vibrationally to activate the ancient codes of wisdom that humanity has forgotten. And all of that information is stored in the crystalline grid. If you pull this card, you may be being called to begin working with the stars and the crystalline grid of the Earth. Some people believe that the crystalline grid of the Earth anchors divine cosmic frequencies onto the planet. You may be guided to journey to particular places on Earth to unlock these cosmic codes with your presence. You may also be interested in a practice called star bathing. You can download a star bathing meditation associated with this deck at www.starseedoracle.me. This card commonly arises because you're here to connect with the crystalline grid of the Earth, either in your hometown or by traveling to other places without quite knowing why. It also can mean that your light body, the energy body in its highest form, is being activated. If this resonates, take things extra slow in order to integrate this change of vibration. The starseed activation says, I open myself up to receiving the wisdom of the crystalline grid beneath me. May the stars and the Earth inform and heal me as they do. May it heal the Earth too. I do see that. This is knowledge and truth. And I'm seeing this as a representation of that crystalline grid. That Ace of Pentacles, that being grounded to the Earth. You can, crystalline grids, if you have any idea about them, they are sort of intricate, they're like mandalas, intricate designs that have balance, and you can use crystals on the grids in order to channel energy, to heal with energy, etc. But it's something that you can look up, and it would be like a basic starting point if you wanted to try something out using the star, circle, placing different stones or crystals along the points of the star, right? That's what I'm seeing, these two coming together to bring a harmony. All right, the golden children here: inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. The golden children. Golden children, children of the sun, are highly advanced, extremely intelligent souls who are incarnating increasingly on planet Earth. They have little or no personal karma and possess incredible gifts and intuitive abilities. Golden children are born with a very clear mission. Many remember it from a young age and begin answering and sharing it early in life. Due to their unique intelligence, they may find themselves easily bored at school. Most have never incarnated on Earth before, and so, if they're not supported in the right ways, they struggle with physical life here. They're often referred to as the new humans. If you pull this card, it may be a sign that you're being called to mother, father, or nurture a child. You may be called to tend to your own inner child, a creative idea or project, or a new beginning. To treat yourself or the new beginning with sweet, tender love, to nurture and nourish it, to give it every chance to grow and reach adulthood, to encourage it, to water it, to see the world through the innocence of a child, to see yourself and all others as innocent children, to remember that deep down, everyone is trying their best, and if they're treated with a tender heart, they'll not harden as they journey through this great adventure called life. How can you treat yourself or others more tenderly? How can you treat yourself or others more tenderly? I'm being pulled back to this card, the Nine of Wands. This card tends to represent a block, a self-imposed block. And how can you be more tender to yourself? Let go of those blocks. Admit truths to yourself that you are possibly denying. What are you allowing to hold yourself back? What kind of beliefs, what kind of stories are you telling yourself? What is the cyclic conversation, monologue that goes on in your head? Is it positive? Are you speaking the truth to yourself? You'll need to speak the truth to yourself in order to bring justice and harmony to this potential this is like the first stone of the foundation to this potential foundation, that Ace of Pentacles. It is an emblem of stability. And yet, as I did look at the bottom of the deck and the Tower was there, that is the structure coming down. It is the dismantling of systems and beliefs that no longer serve us. And with the Death card here, this is telling us we must put an end to something, to let go of certain ideas, concepts, beliefs, systems, etc. Is it a challenge? We are being challenged to do so. And maybe they are systems and beliefs that are widely accepted with the norm. For the norm, to the norm. By community, by society. We are being asked to create a different foundation, one that suits ourselves better, one that might be more advanced for the changing world we live in. New systems are being formed. We are in a time of change. And it should be positive change, although it could create some conflict before there is harmony. Nonetheless, if that's the Tower, if we have the Tower, something coming abruptly to an end, something coming abruptly to our attention, something that needs to be handled, dealt with, balanced. Here is a stone, a foundational element to create, to rebuild that tower. So it is right here next to the Death card, and right here after Harmony, after this Six of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles. Find your harmony, find your balance by letting go of these imposed constraints. Speak the truth. Speaking the truth will bring more harmony. The harmony brings balance. The balance brings peace. The peace is something from which you can build a new foundation. It means death and rebirth. It means the transformation of something into something else, of one thing into something else. It looks like with this Seven of Wands here, it's not going to be an easy transition. And where you might find it easier to adapt, others around you, the community at large, may be challenged to accept your adaptability. They may be challenged to accept your changes, your redirection, the new you, the new design, the new paradigm, the new structures you're implementing in your life. That's what I'm getting here. I'm going to pull some cards from my clarifier deck, the Visconti Tarot. For clarification on this reading, I just want to add that this Seven of Wands is a card of resilience, and that is standing up for yourself, much as this card, Mars. To be assertive, to stand up for your beliefs, to stand up for that which is entitled to you, that which you are owed, that which you feel is righteously yours. If you are walking a path that is sort of seems to go against the grain, but you know it is the path for you, follow that path. Be assertive and trusting that it is your path. It is for you, and don't let anyone stand in your way with that. For these cards, we have the Page of Swords. We have the Ten of Coins and the Queen of Wands. Well, the Ten of Coins is very auspicious. That is feeling a great deal of stability. Stability and structure that you have created for yourself. You have to wield the truth. You have to speak the truth. You have to be assertive and speak the truth in order to get that firm foundation. But that's a firm foundation that if you use it wisely, if you use that material principle, that material wealth, that stability, if you use it soundly and hold on to your material wealth, well, not necessarily hold on to it, but use it wisely to build on your foundation, you can build it up to the Ten of Coins. The Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is very much a secure energy. She's enthusiastic. She's passionate. She has charisma. She is a feminine entity, and she can be seen as being seductive is the word I wanted to use. She has wisdom to use to her advantage. Perhaps it is some of this wisdom here coming through with that truth and justice. Speaking the truth provides wisdom, the wisdom of clarity. It's about letting your intuition lead you. Let your intuition lead you. Find your security in your enthusiasm. Basically, have confidence in the path that you're taking. Yes. The Page of Swords. That could be a message coming in. So if you are finding a challenge, if you are finding yourself in a situation where you have to balance, you have to act with integrity and dignity, you may find that part of the resolution to whatever challenge this is is information that works to your favor, information that helps you bring harmony into your life, into your situation, so that you can build on this foundation, something strong after coming across the dismantling of certain systems or structures in your life that are falling away and transforming into something new. Stand up for yourself. As these fall away, have confidence in your path as you move forward. That's the message I'm getting for the midweek check-in. Thank you for coming to Compass Starlight.